The 6th democratic elections in South Africa will take place in less than 96 hours, and everyone who is planning to vote is thrilled that the day has finally arrived. Before we continue, please kindly hit on the subscribe button. Political parties have been campaigning for months, trying to persuade voters to support them by holding rallies, and this weekend marks the final opportunity for the public to decide who will lead the nation for the next 5 years, until 2029. The scandals have surfaced following a shocking incident that occurred in KwaZulu-Natal on Saturday evening. It is alleged that a truck full of sensitive voting materials was discovered. Boxes of ballot papers and voter management devices were also clearly visible. The question is how the material left the warehouse, as it is not yet time for it to be released. The Independent Electoral Commission has also completed its work and believes that everything is set up. They are just waiting for the day to arrive. All political parties have been advised to take a stand, act against what was seen last night, and make sure that voters cast ballots because that is the only way to win the elections. Reports state that the African National Congress is purportedly the owner of that truck, and many are wondering if these will be free and fair elections. The ballot paper had already been received by the ANC while we were all asleep. Given what's going on, how can these elections be free and fair? MK has made this clear. The only way we can defeat the ANC is if all opposition parties unite to win our votes. According to reports, the material in that truck is classified as security material, and no one should have been in possession of it at this point. Because of this, MK members were incensed and made sure to confront the driver, forcing the police to ensure that the truck is detained at the police station and not taken anywhere else. This could compromise the integrity of the elections. Once more, Dudu Zuma, the vocal daughter of former South African President Jacob Zuma, has issued a dire warning to the governing African National Congress ahead of the next elections. She emphasized that her party would vehemently resist any evidence of election fraud, even while they are prepared to acknowledge the party's legitimate win, despite her well-known scathing criticism of the ANC. If the ANC wins fair and square, we will accept the results, but we will not accept rigging and stealing of votes, the politician said. Her statement reflects growing concerns among many political groupings about the legitimacy of the electoral process as the country gets ready for a highly anticipated general election. Her remarks coincide with a high level of political tension in South Africa at the moment. The Electoral Commission of South Africa has been under intense pressure to ensure that the upcoming elections go without a hitch. Following reports of potential cheating, the Independent Electoral Commission, IEC, has reiterated its commitment to an open election process and pledged to take decisive steps to prevent vote manipulation. Political analysts claim that a large number of people dissatisfied with the present government may identify with her comments. Her critique highlights the frustration with the political establishment in South Africa, as well as the internal turmoil within the ANC. As election day approaches, everyone is watching to see how the African National Congress and the Independent Electoral Commission manage these problems and uphold the democratic values that South Africa has fought so hard to attain. The nation's political atmosphere will be greatly impacted by the election's outcome as well as its conduct. This cautionary story is now intended to highlight the seriousness of the issue and the critical need of ensuring a fair and unbiased election. Election integrity worries have returned after the discovery of unprotected voting sheets in a Hammersdale, South Africa, warehouse. Voter registration forms are shown in boxes, presumably abandoned, and supervised by someone who is referred to as just a person in a yellow t-shirt, allegedly affiliated with the African National Congress, ANC. In a viral video that has gone viral on social media, this discovery has caused controversy and prompted concerns about how well security procedures are protecting election-related documents. The video exposes possible flaws in the way election materials were handled, putting the Electoral Commission of South Africa, IEC, and the Umkhonto weSizwe, MK, party at conflict once again. The discovery's timing just a few days before special voting begins increases worries about potential election tampering and manipulation.